So I'm live. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, all the vinyl champions of the world. Good morning, all the coffee drinkers. Cheers. Cheers to everybody. I was making coffee. I was doing this. Ooh, I found some coffee that I forgot I had, and I brewed it. It was the Trader Joe's. It's one of their holiday blends, so it has like cinnamon and spice. It's got some spices in it, maybe nutmeg. I don't know. It's good. I thought it was like, please don't be old. And well, of course it was old, but it wasn't old. So that was really cool. Oh, how are you? Cheers, everybody. Thanks for joining this morning. I appreciate it. I need to open up YouTube. So let's see if I can do that without creating a disaster with echo. Oh, what's on the Google thing today? Oh, it's an illustration. Julius Lothar Meyer. Oh, a chemist. Yeah. Did you guys used to focus on those? I remember when Google started doing that, I would they didn't do it every day, but I would go there and I would like, let's see what's on the Google thing. And of course now it's kind of overlooked, and sometimes we just don't pay attention because when you go to your iPhone, it just kind of like pops up. Oh, it pops up Google without always seeing that. So anyway, I got my I'm gonna do my pop-out chat and then I'll be ready to go. Looks like we have oh, it hasn't shown up yet. Yeah. So yeah, I go from my top chat to my live chat. They say it makes a difference. I don't know. Hey, good morning, Mike Sweeney. Hey, thanks for joining. I appreciate it. Cheers to you. This coffee is so good. I think I have enough to make another one. I'm hoping that Trader Joe's will have it this morning. I mean, not this morning. I hope Trader Joe's will have it this season. Hey, good morning, Bluegrass Picker. Cheers. Thanks for joining. What's my Venmo? Oh, I'll put it in chat. And I don't think Venmo is case sensitive. Uh-oh. Oh, yeah. For a second there, I was thinking, yeah. So, and then I also have some coffee from a local brewer. Full Bloom is their name. And, but I didn't, I got to get my coffee grinder and grind that. So, yeah. And whenever I can find that cold brew on sale, I'll buy it. But I also pulled out my cold brew coffee maker and pulled out my French press. So take care of these beans that I have and use those. Hey, good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate it. I'm still super excited about my yard birds. So thank you so much, Harry. I appreciate it. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see what's going on. I pulled a few things, folks. You ever heard that song by Alice Cooper, Caught in a Dream, or something like that? I feel like that this morning, but I went to Selma yesterday, so I have some duplicates that I brought back. I can show those today. And I went real quick and pulled some records before I got on here. I was pulling records like at 8:33, so let's get started with this right here. Joan Baez, wonderful singer. She was at Woodstock. Her husband was involved in this and that politically. And hey, good morning, Kurt. Cheers. Thanks for joining. Boy, this is some good coffee this morning. It sure is. It sure is. And so this is Blessed Aura. This is pressed in Germany. Yes, it is. It is pressed in Germany. It sure is. And yeah. Yeah. Take a breather. I also ordered this magazine from Third Man. It's called Maggot Brain. And this is issue number 2. And I hope to be able to get the entire set since I was able to hop in on it early on. Yeah, so that's exciting. Very exciting. But, there's some reviews and stuff in here. I miss print material. I miss the homemade stuff. I miss the stuff you go to the record store and get. And pick up for the free bins. This was a duplicate in Selma, so I was able to bring it up here. A wonderful record by Alan Parsons. If you like the Alan Parsons, I think pretty much every record is okay. Yes, yes, and yes. And this is a duplicate also that came from Selma. So I was able to bring this back. It's missing person. There's some moisture damage here. So we got a husband and wife. Let's see. Terry was a drummer, and she's a singer. What's the singer's name? Oh boy. So Terry Bozzio and make it hard to find. How about you? Wow. And Dale was a singer, and Terry was a drummer. But Terry also played electric and acoustic percussion, as well as synthesizer and vocal. And then they had a guitar player and a synthesizer player and a synthesizer player who also played bass. But I think Terry's more known now for his drumming and his drumming clinics and things like that. And plus, Terry did some stuff with Frank Zappa. I don't know the full discography or the whole story. Hey, today is open mic, so I'm gonna put the link in the chat, and yeah, maybe you don't feel like you want to do the whole thing as a guest, but you'd like to come in and hang out with us for a little while, you're more than welcome to. This is so the cool thing about me pulling records from the bin and showing them on coffee and vinyl is like these will be ones that I'll have for my next pop-up sale, my next online sale, which I'm looking forward to. And I'm thinking about going tonight with some t-shirts. Yeah, t-shirts. Yeah. Oh, I didn't know that. So Dell met Terry working with Zappa. Did they both work for Zappa or work with Zappa? I know Terry played the drums with Zappa. Yeah. Oh, that's cool. I like their records. When more people discover them, that'll be great. This is amazing, Blondell. I've listened to this, but it's been a while. And this came from a radio station. I remember removing the sticker myself right here. So anyway, I think this is, I guess, a little psych or a little garage. I just can't recall. So much stuff, so much to do, so much stuff. Both work with Zappa. Really? Wow. I'll have to visit Joe's garage and see what's happening there. Yeah. This is another one I brought from Selma, Worlds Away. Wonderful record, folks. It just, if you like rock and you like yacht rock and AOR and you listen to this and you realize how good it is. But yeah, Pablo Cruz, good band. I like their logo. Were they really thinking about boats and stuff like that? Oh wow, found some great Jesus music. Phil Kagi, Mark Hurd, Daniel Amos, and LP. On LP, were you telling me that Mark Hurd is Ideola? Was that you? And I like the new wave Daniel Amos or Da or DA or whatever it was called. I like the new wave. Some of their more Western stuff I don't don't like his voice. Guy Pratt just posted a video on my stories. What's he doing this time? Christy McCall? Was he involved with Christy McCall? Apparently so. I love the Guy Pratt videos. He makes you feel like he's one of the cats that live down the street that you run into at the grocery store and sit at the coffee shop and cool things like that. Yeah. Guy Pratt, Ice House, Pink Floyd, Madonna, Michael Jackson. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. If I had known all that stuff when I saw the Pink Floyd and knew about him, that would have been cool. I love Ricky Lee Jones. Ricky Lee Jones is a wonderful singer, songwriter, musician, blah, blah, blah. This is her little 10-inch record. Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah. Well, someone mentioned it. I think it was on Coffee and Vinyl that Mark heard was in Ideola. And I remember at the radio station, we got a CD in, and it wasn't long after that he died. And I think I heard he died performing on stage, or got sick, or collapsed. I don't know. But he played, and or maybe he had a heart attack and then died. I don't recall, but I do recall that there's something right there enough to know that I should go over to the Wikipedia page. Mark Hurd, Wikipedia. Yes. Oh, that was 92. Yes. Oh, Mark was from Macon, Georgia. I did not know that. He worked with several artists, including Sam Phillips, a.k.a. Leslie Phillips. And I have a Leslie Phillips to show. Vigilantes of Love, Peter Buck. Oh, he co-produced Killing Floor with Hurd. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. Interesting. Well, let's see about his death. That was the thing I was thinking about. History, building the history. I don't know. Yeah, it's not really saying on Wikipedia, but that's okay. Yeah, that's not so important. But there you go. Woohoo! I should have had this filed in Bob Dylan, but this is Zenith Records presents Hootenanny Special, and so it's got. I think Hootenanny and folk music has something to do with each other. I don't know the exact reason or whatever, but the New Christie Minstrels, Brothers Ford, Pete Seeger, Village Stompers, Clancy Brothers, and Bob Dylan. So there's 2 songs on here by Dylan, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, there is. Don't Think Twice, It's All Right, and House of the Rising Sun. Yeah. So yeah, I should have this in the from first to last. Hootenanny Special is a doozer of an album. It's a doozer, folks. Robust and vigorous. Yeah. A back to grassroots phenomenal that has blown across the country with almost gale force. This enthusiasm often takes the form of casual get-togethers or hootenannies featuring folk dancing and singing groups. So there you go, folks. Sums it up. And it even says it on the back that this is a collector's item. So if it says it on there, it must be. Yeah. She is. She's been like that in the mornings, and then she'll settle down and be asleep for 8 hours, and all of a sudden she's like, which is fine. Don't understand. I don't understand, but I'm happy that I don't understand, and I'm happy to be taking care of Red. So there we go. But thanks for asking. Um, there you go. Yeah. Or maybe she knows you're here and she's calling for you. Yeah. Maybe she's calling you. This is the Pretenders. This is their EP. 1980. The Pretenders. Their little EP is really good. It's got Precious. I think Precious is live on here. It's the talk of the town. Plus Message of Love, Porcelain, and Cuban Slide. That'll be good for the pop-up. Can't go wrong with Cat Stevens, folks. At least I can't. I love me some Cat Stevens. I think Mark had a heart attack on stage at Cornerstone and then later died. Okay, that probably makes sense. I remember one day I was live on the air, and John McCain, shouldn't have said his name. I don't remember his radio name, but John, wonderful personality, wonderful voice, great radio personality. He's like 6'7", and his shoulders are like this wide. And John had the most amazing dreadlocks that came almost down to his waist, and he would play the most serious, cool music, and he just had a really good way of mixing it together. Anyway, so one day, I don't remember what happened, but there was an empty time slot or something, and I knew John was coming on, and I just threw on a Mark Hurd record. I think maybe it was his last record, and actually it was on CD. I popped the CD on. It was during the days when you could play more than 2 songs by the same artist within an hour, and we could play the entire CD if we wanted to, or album or vinyl, and there was like a song left when he got there. I said, "Would you mind?" He said, "Nah, not at all." So I was filling time for somebody and decided to play the whole record after I learned of Mark's passing. We just happened to have the CD at the station, so that was really cool. He was so underrated. I probably should visit that again. I've had this many times, folks. Probably showed it in Coffee and Vinyl before. Probably had it at one of the sales, but it's going back in the sale pile because it was a duplicate in Selma. I had a blast in Selma yesterday, folks. It is so good for me to sneak away and get some stuff done, and then I was able to get a little work done at the house yesterday, a little bit. So that was cool. This is 10cc with Bloody Tourist. And yeah, I like 10cc. I really want the 1 hour mix of I'm Not in Love. I just love that breathy vocal. This is Flight of Mavis. Flight of Mavis is on record seller label, which I'm guessing is out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, 1989. We didn't have that many records pressed in 1989, folks. We had a little more in 88, but it seems like 85, 86 was the last years of the mass production of vinyl in America. And anyway, Flight of Mavis. It's got a cut corner, but I feel like that is a promo because this came from that buyback I had of, gosh, it had to be like 6 or 8 U-Haul boxes of records. Yeah, but anyway, and don't know anything. I don't know anything about them at all. Flight of Mavis, cool cover. cool cover. Yeah. Donovan. Cosmic Wheels. Cosmic Wheels Donovan. It's a gatefold, but it's kind of cool though. But check out the inside. And then this is the vinyl right here. You pull it out. It's just really cool. Yeah. Somebody spent some time with this. I'm sure the art department was happy with Donovan for this. Get out your cosmic crayons, kids, and color in. So Donovan had requested that everyone color this in. I think of another record where you were encouraged to color it in. Maybe not with crayons, but can anyone think of that other record? Maybe I give you 100 Record Crate bonus points. If you did. Where's the record? Oh, here it is. Yeah. Cosmic Wheels. Yeah. I should spin this because I'm so used to Sunshine. Sunshine Superman. And Call Me Mellow Yellow. Right. But it'd be cool to listen to some of his later stuff. This really needs to be in a bag, folks, so it doesn't get destroyed. I don't like the Unipacks. I'm not very big fans of those at all. Let's pull something else out of the bought back from Selma, pal. Look, I just happen to have an extra sleeve right here bag, so I'll just go ahead and put Donovan in that right now. It would be cool to find one that had been colored. I know, wouldn't that be great? It would be great to see it on online. Hey, good morning, dads. Good morning, Dad. Thanks for joining us. Cheers. I trust you're doing well. Hey, I watched your live with the beef jerky. Has that dried yet? Do you call that curing? Has it had a chance to dry, and is it ready? Yeah. I watched Dad went live, I don't know, was it 2 weeks ago, and he was making beef jerky, and he had his children were helping out, so it was really cool. I don't know about Barbara Streisand and the color in. What I was thinking about was Led Zeppelin. You pull out the inside, and if you put water on it, it changed colors. Yeah. Occasionally I'll find some of those that have been colored in. Yeah. Dad, I know that we were talking one time about doing some help with your records and things like that, or at least helping a little thing like that. But anyway, it is open mic today, folks. It's open mic Wednesday, so you guys are welcome to, to grab on there. Yeah. Hey, good morning, Russ L. Cheers. Thanks for joining us. Oh, only 8 to 10 hours and it's ready? It's all gone? Wow. So I grew up on a farm and we had smokehouses. And I think it would take months to cure a ham. Of course, it was so much salt would put on that ham, salt and pepper. I remember watching, yeah, and then they would just hang in there. You go in the salt house. Sometimes they would build a fire, and it had some type of chamber or something. Smokehouses weren't very big at all. They're about the size of a small tool shed where you can hang your garden hoses, your garden tools. So yeah. So yeah, well that's interesting. So he starts with beef, if I'm not mistaken. Chime in, Dad. Let me know. And then you slice it, and then I don't remember the exact, but you marinate it, or anyway, and then spices, flavoring. Yeah, and then But yeah, does it air dry? So that means no heat. I colored my In Through the Outdoor when I was a kid. Oh, do you still have it? It depends on how thick the slices are. Okay, well that's cool to know. Didn't know that, but I was never thought about it either. But yeah, I know that I've seen cowboy movies and they would have beef jerky. Yes, this is the best of the Crest 16 fabulous hits, folks. And this is a promotional copy. It says it right there. Yeah. It's on the co-ed label. There's a label right there, co-ed. Yeah. Yeah. I've always wanted to color one. I do have an In Through the Outdoor at home. I always wanted to color one, but I don't know. I never did. I should take one that was halfway colored and try to do it myself. But if I'm not mistaken, Russell, is it once they're all colored, they're all the same color? Yeah. Tony Lemons. I mean, I think he's got such confidence right there. This is a gold stamp promo mode. That is so true, Donald. Good morning, Donald. Cheers. Thanks for joining us. I tried to resist the temptation, but I couldn't. I connected the dots on my Who by numbers. I gave that record to my nephew a couple of years ago. Oh, that was very cool. I guess we could always go down to the photocopier place. Yeah. That's cool. I was 12, but I think it was pinks and greens. That might be right. Checking out the inner sleeve for Tony Lemons. I've seen stores they would write a little description, on a little sticker and put it on there. But sometimes I do these little attribute stickers that usually just a few words, if any. Like I showed the other day, and then there's a Big Country connection, so I'll make a note of that on there. Yeah. I don't recognize any players on here yet. I don't recognize any other names. That just means there's somebody new to discover and check out. Yeah. There's a lot of thank yous. I always thought it was interesting how so-and-so would release an album. They're like, thank you, Frank Sinatra. Even though they didn't know him. But yeah, big influence. It's always cool to do things like that. Absolutely. Sunshine. Good record, folks. Steve Winwood. I got a copy of this that's sealed, factory sealed. Had it for a couple years. It's not much more than an open copy. But I don't know why it hasn't sold. Yeah. Last night I had Tom Hunyadi join me for Cocktails in Vinyl, and that was fun. We had a blast. It was a different feeling. It was very much like cocktails, very much like coffee and vinyl, but it was in the evening, and had a different feel because some people aren't awake now, or they're not able to come in. They may work or something, have responsibilities at home. So it was fun. Yeah. This is Livingston Taylor. This is James Taylor's brother. Livingston's no longer with us, if I'm understanding correctly. Yeah. So, Elliot Cruz, you guys seen him in the chat before. Vinyl champion Elliot. He likes Livingston Taylor. Seems like the entire Taylor family was a very talented family, and they had a beautiful house in Chapel Hill that was auctioned a couple years ago, and I remember somebody from the team reached out to me. They were staging the house for open house, and a lot of people were going to go there because they wanted to see the house James Taylor grew up in Chapel Hill, or the Chapel Hill area. And they ended up buying some James Taylor and Livingston. There's a sister, and I think there's another brother. But anyway, they ended up buying a lot of that stuff for me so they could stage it in the house for the open house. I'm sure there's probably some videos online of people visiting the house. I would have loved to have been. It was a modernist house, so that would have been cool. Hopefully it's saved. Hopefully it was definitely saved. This is Mondo Rock. They're on the Columbia label. This is a gold stamp promo. Yeah. Come, said the boy. So there you go. I like the cover. Oh yeah. Cheers, everyone. Thanks for stopping by. She may have gone to her little hiding place and gone to sleep. It's kind of like when we were fighting, taking a nap. We don't want to take a nap. We don't want to take a nap. I want to stay out forever. So Mike mentioned Leslie. Well, I mentioned Leslie Phillips earlier when we were talking about Mark Hurd. I don't know if she's involved in this one or not, but Leslie Phillips later started using the name Sam Phillips, and I love her Sam Phillips stuff. I like this too. This is very new wavy, but I read some things where she kind of felt like she was guided to do this when she had other things inside of her ready to come out. But yeah. Well, here's some credits here. Let's see what I can find out. Probably nothing. Oh, all songs written and composed by Leslie Phillips. Well, there you go. Yeah. Okay, cool. I don't see Mark Hurd here. Yeah. Oh, good morning, Stephen. Cheers. Thanks for joining us. It has some US only mixes. Great Australian band. Well, cool. Thanks. Have to check them out. Hey, good morning, Carson Tucker. Top of the morning to ya. Cheers. Mondo Rock were kind of a mixture between new wave and AOR. Yeah. I was going to ask you, Stephen, do you get the do you get any comps of the record store day drops titles? Maybe. Yeah. Just wondering. I think my order is going to be shipped today or tomorrow. My order, should I say? And looking forward to getting those all priced and put in the system and get on the website. Yeah. But cool. Between new wave and AOR. Yeah. Vandenberg. I want to rock. Vandenberg. Their name insinuates a lot, but I'm just not sure. Hear a helicopter. Every time I hear a helicopter, it reminds me of Bruce Coburn. None. I'm so sorry, Stephen. There are some disc, CDs that is. There's some CDs. Soup. If you had to listen to only one artist band for a whole month, who would it be? If I were to do that, Carson, my question would be: would it be that band's family tree, or just the name, that band only? Horseman? How? What? Whoa! I missed something. Oh, tell me about the helicopter. So Bruce Coburn, the first song I ever heard from him was on the radio, and it was "Rocket Launcher." If I had a rocket launcher, some son of a bitch would die, and it had to do with some wars in Nicaragua. And yeah, and then I learned that there was two edits for that. So one was "son of a bitch" and one was "son of a gun," if I'm not mistaken. And but it's a really good song. It's really catchy. It's well written. Yeah. So that was my connection with Bruce Coburn, Canadian. Yeah. Yes. I like it too. Yeah. Have you discovered Rocket Launcher yet, Carson? Have you discovered Bruce Coburn? Yeah. Heard says around here you turned into a horse. Hopefully not the horse that's on Animal House. Oh wow. Bruce is so good. He is. Yeah, never saw him. He played in Chapel Hill one night, but I think I heard about it last moment, and it was just hard to get to. I didn't go. That's not. What's today? Wednesday? Yeah. He is a great guitarist. So getting back to Carson's question, if I had to listen to only one band artist for a whole month, who would it be? So tell me about the family. Can it be part of the family tree? Oh boy, landscapers are here. I don't like my landscapers. Carson says, "Is it true, Horseman Sweeney?" Smile and nodding. No idea. Sounds like their weed eater is about to die. The Jesse Rodin band. It's on an island. Boy, that weed eater sounds like if they don't get it fixed, it's going to die. No, just the band itself. That's a good question, Carson. I think it would be a band that I would probably, you know what, I'm going to say Chicago because I need to listen to more of their music and explore their music. And they got like 300 records. They have like, they have like 21, 25 records. What are they doing? I don't think they understand. Don't get me started with those guys. Okay. So, Carson, I'm going to say Chicago. Okay. This is the Ventures a Go-Go. I could say the Ventures because I don't think you could listen to everything they had in a whole month. Wow. Is there an artist? Stephen, you might be able to help. Kurt, is there an artist that you could not listen to their entire catalog in a month? I mean, providing like 24/7, yeah, but providing you just spent a few hours a day listening to their music casually? Is there an artist you could not listen to their entire catalog? I mean, I'm just thinking 4 hours a day. Is there an artist you cannot listen to their entire catalog if you've spent? All right, break it down, Carson. Carson, are you high? Oh, I do like this band, Zebra. And so I found a duplicate in Selma, which is okay because I brought it here. Yeah. I like them a lot, Zebra. I guess, and I'm thinking maybe just studio albums, not studio albums, not necessarily live albums or live shows. Yeah, yeah. The Zebra album is great. Yeah, I like it too, Stephen. I like the progressiveness of it. Yeah. Someone asked about Don Henley, Boys of Summer, and I didn't have it, but I found it in Selma and I brought it in. They may have asked about it on Coffee and Vinyl. If anybody recalls, please share it with me so I can make sure I reach out to them. You can listen to Grateful Dead releases 24 hours a day and not get through their entire catalog in a month. Yeah, that's so true. I chose Chicago because I think they have like 20 some records, and I need to visit it. Zebra was like a poppy Rush mixed with some Zeppelin. Yeah. The thing that attracted me about Zebra was the progressiveness of it, and unlike Yes and Rush, with that type of well, Rush Yes with synthesizers. So I think it was the synthesizers with Zebra that really connected me. I really like them a lot, and I have other records by them. Yeah, and thank God for YouTube, I was able to find some live shows. But yeah, Zebra was kind of like a Poppy Rush mix with some Zeppelin. Yeah. So there you go. I think it was Love Hollis. Oh, well, thank you, Donald. I appreciate that. I'll reach out to Love Hollis then. Does anyone else here really like this song? Does anyone else here really like this song, Last Perfect Evening? Last Perfect Evening. You know, I'm not familiar with that. I'm going to do a quick search. Last Perfect Evening. Don Henley. Yes, Don Henley, Last Perfect Evening. That's a good question there, Mike. It's not on here, Mike, but I'll definitely have to give that find it out. Rush has a pretty big catalog, especially the later years, which were all long. I like to live with Neil Young's catalog for a month. There you go. That's a good choice. I have some unreleased Zebra stuff. Kent, let's reach out. Cheers, Kent. Thanks for joining this morning. I would be interested And hearing that Kent, absolutely. They were local and caught plenty of zebra shows. Yeah. Yeah. I think I would even like to see Randy solo. This is Jimmy Stevens' promo copy, SRO and Moby. Check this out, folks. Bass, Maurice Gibb. Organ, Maurice Gibb. Guitar, Peter Frampton. Wow, this is crazy. Between all my free time today, which I have zero, I want to listen to this. Yeah, I like the synthesizers on some of the Bee Gees, but which Maurice played some. I know that. I like a lot of Don Henley solos. Favorite is Sad Cafe. I know the drummer Guy. Oh, well, cool. Well, can't be sure to tell Guy thank you for all that he did. Yes, he's put out lots of material. Yes has put out lots of material. They have, but they wouldn't be my choice to listen to unless Traver Raven was on there. Yeah, that would be me. And then even some of the Traver Raven stuff, I don't want to hear like Union or Reunion or whatever it was where they all got together and played. I didn't care so much for that. This is Triumphant. Spartacus. This is kind of common in these areas, folks. I see this a lot. I showed another Ventures record. Bobby V meets the Ventures. This was probably the first record I picked up that had the Beatles. I had the Ventures on it. There you go. I like Ventures. I had tons of their stuff at one time. Yours Forever. Let's see, who's the group? Is it Youngbloods? Oh, Young Forevermore. Yours Forevermore. Yours Forevermore is the name of the band, folks. It's on the RCA label. Whoa. I don't know anything about them. They look really interesting. Yeah, don't know anything at all about them, folks. It's got that look that makes it look interesting. This is the inside of the gatefold. This is the gatefold. So yeah, definitely want to hear these. It'd be different if we included live albums and everything. It would be. Yeah, I was just thinking about Chicago myself. Yeah. Yeah. Studio albums. Yeah. When the right person walks in, folks, they get excited about Kate Wolf, Gold in California. Definitely going to say Kate Wolf is Americana. Tony Rice plays on here. Probably a lot more people on here than there did some really cool music in the Americana world, country, bluegrass. So far, Tony Rice is the only name I recognize. Kaleidoscope Records out of California. California's big, though. This is a double disc, folks. Oh, she has a song called Carolina Pines, and she wrote it. Very cool, folks. Kate Wolf, gold in California. There sure is gold in those hills. Yeah. I love Kate Wolf. Oh, very cool, Mike. I have a great copy of that collection. Mm-hmm. Retrospective of recordings 1975 to 1985. Very cool. Thanks for sharing that, Mike. Mike, I'll get you. Oh, folks, come on. Let's make this. Yeah. What studio when you pick Horseman? Her lines on the paper album sounds great on vinyl. Pretty cool. Her lines on paper. Great record label. Cool. There you go, Mike. Whose studio album, whose studio discography would you pick? Now, who has one record? Who has just one record only? That's the one you want to get. This is Frank Yankovic, Polka Variations. Yeah. I think if you grew up in northern part of the states, northeast, I don't know. You probably went to a party that had a polka band, and was it one of the Home Alone movies? National Lamp. There was some movie I had to do around Christmas time where someone had to travel and they ended up being on a bus or a truck with the polka band. That was funny. I could say the Beatles, but without thinking hard. But that's without thinking hard. Hawkwind. Need to get up all their studio records. There you go. Hawkwind. There you go, Kurt. Good for you. Home Alone. There you go. Home Alone. Yeah. No, a little knowledge is dangerous, but give me Wikipedia. I can try to make it happen. But yeah, that was a funny scene. And it was just like a bad dream. I was like, will she ever get there? Will she ever get there? Those movies. I love John Hughes. I love, love, love. This is Bonnie Raitt, Green Light. Yes. Right now, just guess who, Carson? Well, I guess I can live with him. That means you can't listen to anything else, Carson, including this band right here. Yes. But if you choose one band, you can't listen to anything else. If you go to the grocery store, you have to wear earplugs. If you go to your friend's house, can't play music. You can't watch any movies that have music in it. So that's a tough assignment there. Yeah. Gary U.S. Bonds. This was a duplicate from Selma. The Bongos. Numbers with Wings. And I like the back cover. Kind of reminds me of Creatures of Night by Kiss. But anyway. Is this the formations of one of the Beatles records introducing the Beatles? Introducing the Beatles. How does that look, folks? Introducing the Beatles. A lot of groups had mimicked that same pattern. That's introducing the Beatles. Maybe I won't meet the Beatles. Hating the Beatles. And that's a little off. It's a little off. Introducing the Beatles had 1, 2, 3, and then right here was the other one. So yeah, I think Kiss had one that was in the same position. That would be cool to see how many were. The Bongos, great band. Bongos is a great record. Okay, I'll put it right here then. Not the Guess Who, probably John Fahey. Oh my gosh. That is some cool things. So Mike, quick question for you. Not trying to put you on the spot or pick on you, but if you were going to play John Fahey, you want to make a mixtape and you want to put John Fahey on there, what other two artists would you put on there that would be very complimentary to John Fahey? Yeah, that would be that. Yeah, I think of a couple myself, but I'd rather hear from you. You probably enjoy the music of John Fahey more than I do. Wonderful, wonderful record for folks. Christopher Cross with us with the Christopher Cross self-titled record. Say you'll be mine. This one does have spinning on here. Not spinning, sailing. Larry Carlton plays on here. Don Henley sings on here. Eric Johnson plays guitar on here. Nicolette Larson sings on here. Wow. Michael McDonald sings. Wow. J.D. Souther. Valerie Carter. Plus some other people I'm not as familiar with. I knew John Fahey during his twilight years when I lived in Salem, Oregon. I introduced him to the residents. Oh, that's so cool. I bet he had such a wonderful personality, Stephen. He had to have so much of that talent trapped in his body. Had to be phenomenal. I'm sure you have wonderful memories of that. Jack Rose, a new French guitarist. Julien Leroux. Okay, cool. Thanks for sharing that, Mike. I appreciate that. Yeah. This was also a duplicate in Selma, Marshall Tucker Band with dedication. Every once in a while, you just have to go through every record just to make sure there's not any duplicates there. Well, here, trivia question. See, trivia question. What song was Christopher Cross's band jamming to that inspired him to write I Like the Wind? I know this is vague, but it may surprise people. I'm on the road, no time to sleep. Make it to. Okay, here's my guess, Stephen. And it's truly a guess. I have nothing to base this on. Riding the Storm Out by the Outlaws. I want to hear your Fahey stories. I love Fahey stories. Peter Lang, very cool. Yeah, I'm so jealous. Oh, wow. Turn the page. When you're out there, dust in the wind. Good morning, Chris. Cheers. Thanks for joining us. Chris, did you just get here? Carson posed a question. Carson should make a video contest about it, but what one band or one artist would you listen to for an entire month? Did I word that correctly, Carson? Please chime in. Cheers. Darn, this is good. Okay. Chris Hillman, This was a duplicate in Selma. Chris, one time when I go to Selma, we'll have to get together and hang out from a distance. Unless you're one of those people, then I can wait till it's over. Slipping away. Chris Selma. Donnie Iris. Back on the streets. He likes yellow clothing. All right, I'm waiting, Stephen. Lone Justice. Sometimes in my mind, they're completely different. Yes, good wording. Thank you, Carson. Look forward to it. Thank you, Chris. I look forward to it. I've read stuff like that there, Mike, but I'm sure, when you have a mind like that and you're so talented, yeah. Okay, here we go. The song that inspires Ride Like the Wind, Christopher Cross Band was playing, was a cover of 1985 from Paul McCartney and Wings, Band on the Run. Yeah. Well, cool. Thanks for sharing that. I'll have to listen to 1985 in a different way. That'd be cool, Chris. Love that Donnie Iris album. Say you'll be mine. So sometimes when I think of Christopher Cross or Christopher Cross, I think of my mind blank. I was blank. Who had the song "Don't Pay the Ferryman"? Krista Burge. I think of him, and I listened to a live Krista Burge record, and it was really good. So yeah. Lone Justice. If Brian was here from Rocky Mount, he would say, "Oh yeah, Lone Justice, folks." Produced by Little Steven. Yeah. They were on Geffen, and as good as these guys are, they just did not get the popularity that they deserve. Gosh, I got enough here to do a record sale. I think I'm gonna go live tonight with a T-shirt sale. Kiki D band music. I got the music in me. I got the music in me. Yeah. The Rocket Record Company, but here's the guys that played in the band. Yeah. Oh my gosh. That's just like telling me Barney was high. Kurt says Chris was on acid when he wrote the lyrics. No way. No way could Christopher Cross been on acid. Fahey was grumpy, but once he felt comfortable around you, he'll walk up to you and ignore everyone else. Oh, that's good. Hey, good morning, T. Cheers. Thanks for joining us. It's good to see you. 14 people in the chat. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. Thank you, everyone. So I'm going to share with you. I hope you're working on this, folks. Have you found 5? Have you found 10? Have you found 25? Have you found more? What's wrong with this picture, folks? This is my contest right now on YouTube. So be sure to, if you got this record, great. If you find one at your record store for $5 or $6 or maybe even the $1, grab it, study it, or find an image online, grab it, study it. The cool thing like that is that if you do get one online, you can do some markup, so you can mark up everything that's wrong with it. But looking forward to that. And I hope you enter the contest, folks. It's going to be really good. I'm not going to announce the prize yet because that would ruin it, folks. So yeah, this is kind of fun. I'm looking forward to everybody that. Tomorrow, Simon, I've found thing wrong with it. Well, good. Did you turn it upside down, Carson? I'm not going to say anything else. And tomorrow, Simon lives in the UK. He lives in England, Cheshire. He's going to be with us. It's going to be fun because 8:30, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, it's going to be in the afternoon for him. And he's going to be like, whoa! He may not even be able to drink coffee, but it's okay if he doesn't. Simon would come to Raleigh maybe 4 times a year, and always look forward to hanging out with Simon. And I always think of what my life would have been like musically if I lived in England, because in the 90s, Nirvana, Soundgarden, and all those cats came up and got real popular here, which means that My Bloody and Lush and all that other stuff kind of got pushed over to the side, but not so much in the UK. And so would that have been my life if I had lived there? Yeah, so there you go. Let's see what else is happening. I think I'm going to do the t-shirt sale tonight. Do one of them tonight. It might take 3 or 4. Yeah. You're right, Carson. It is a big puzzle. Chris Johnson said it was. How did you say it, Chris? It's like the rock and roll. Where's Waldo? I don't want to paraphrase or misquote you, Chris. I should have found that quote and used it. I'll be drinking tea and not coffee. I think so. I probably would have had fish and chips and went down to the pub and probably be driving an English car, an English Ford perhaps. Don't know, but yeah, I rode a double-decker bus. Went to the Smith shows when there were nobody. All sorts of cool things like that. But so not only is it going to be wonderful for Simon to share records with us, but also he does a music podcast. But beer wouldn't be that cold. Beer wouldn't be that cold yeah. Andrew Gold was gold. You're exactly right. I'm thinking I might take that Chicago back, and I think I might do Roxy Music. Or would I do Brian Ferry? Oh, gosh. Yeah. I would have been driving on the wrong side of the road. Yes. What YouTube channels do you... Me? Oh, gosh. Well, Carson, I'm an automobile enthusiast, so I watch a lot of automobile channels, and I do. And of course, I enjoy a lot of electronic repair channels because I like dabbing with that. Don't have the time for it now. Imports would be regular albums. That's right. We'll be like, why would we want a record from the United States of America? That would be so true. And I would have many more mini discs to play. The dollar bins will be full of Depeche Mode and The Cure. Or should I say the pound bin? Yeah. Sometimes I feel that way, folks. I feel like I'm living in a parallel universe. Ironically enough, Andrew formed the band Wax with Graham Gulderman from 10cc. Oh, I did not know that. Yeah. Bad teeth. It's okay. It's okay. They were born that way. Yes. If I would hear about American music, beach music, and they're shagging, I'd be like, they're shag where? Cool things like that. It would be wonderful. It'll be the worst Austin Powers movie ever. And I do like that first one a lot. Yeah. Might be driving a Mini. And of course, those little cars like YouTube drove and and Joy Division. Joy Division went on a tour of the UK, and they had this little bitty car. Everybody was in the car. I can imagine the cramps you would get from that. But yeah, that would be interesting. Your pinky would have. Yeah, don't ask me for a cigarette. Your pinky would have arthritis. Absolutely. Yeah. I could have tea with the Queen. Oh, speaking of have tea with the Queen, I better get rolling here, folks. I got 500 things to do. It's what they pay my baby for a pretty face. Yeah. So, did we ever hear who Carson was going to listen to for a month? I can't get off here until you say that, Carson. Yeah. Carson, who's the band that you're going to listen to for the month? I want to know. Oh, if you don't tell us, we're going to assign you one. Yes. And it may be somebody you can explore and discover. Yeah. So that's some of the things I'll watch. No, it can't be a mystery. There's not a band called Mystery. I checked the record bands. I do not have a band called Mystery or a Mystery. There's no such band. I went on Wikipedia. I checked all the internet databases. There is not a band called a Mystery. It doesn't exist, Carson. It doesn't exist. So there you go, Carson. There is no such band. I'm very sure. So there you go. Oh, I still got to go though, folks. So, hey, I'll see you guys later. Thank you so much. Hope to see you tonight for the t-shirt sale. And I got boxes of them in the back. I might pull some out. They say t-shirts are really hot now. We'll see. All right, rock and roll, everybody. Take care. Thanks for joining. I appreciate it. Everything is a mystery with you. Amen. I got to put that in the comments after it shows up. Amen, Mike. 20. Yeah. Bye, T. Thanks for joining. I appreciate it. Good to see you. Okay. Hey, take care, everybody. I'll see you soon. Rock and roll. Stay cool. Be safe.